Hi everyone, welcome back to the MetaTrader programming video series. Now firstly I hope that I've got my video problems sorted now, but if for any reason you're having problems viewing this video, then do let me know. But fingers crossed it's all going to be worked now. Okay, so if you remember last time we're working on our trading stop EA. We now basically got it working, and we're only, thanks to this code we inserted last time here, it's only doing an update once per bar, which is very sensible. It's looping through the orders here and modifying the stops. Now, I said last time one issue we've still got left is that the EA will sit there quite happily even if there's no positions, and you can put it on, manage a position, the position closes out, and then you can easily forget about it. And this may be an issue because if you put a new trade on, it'll instantly start to manage it whether you want that or not. So what I normally do is have a little alert which reminds me that the EA is sitting there but there's no positions to manage. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you how I do that. Okay, so now the simplest way of doing this is within this modified trailing stop thing here. We're looping through all the positions, so at this point we'll find out whether we've got a position or not. Now at the moment we've been passing back this success variable, which is we're not doing anything with it, and it's actually not that useful because we're saying success if we manage to modify the stop loss, but we're only modifying the stop loss if it actually needs modifying. Okay, so this this function here will return false if the stop loss is fine, but it didn't need modifying. Okay, so it's not terribly useful as a bit of information to pass back from the function. What would be more useful is to find out about how many orders or whether there's any orders still present. Okay, so I'm going to modify the code now to do that. I'm going to call change this variable name to orders found. Okay, and the reason is it's much better explanation of what it does. Okay, and it's always a good idea to name your variable something sensible, so when you come back to the code sometime later it'll be more readable. Okay, so orders found is set to false to default, and that's what we're going to return. And we'll call the variable here, which I should point out is a different variable from the one here because of scope issues. This orders found variable here is destroyed on this return command here. Okay, but the value is passed out, and I'm going to call this other variable orders found as well, because it's useful to know what I've got back there, but it's not the same as that one there. Okay, we'll have the same value because we've passed it into it, but it's a different variable. So I just want to make that technical point. Okay, so orders found is false there. Now, if we find something that fits our criteria here, so it's managed to select it and it matches the symbol that we dropped it into, and it's going to have to be a buy or a sell as well, actually. So okay, so what we're going to do is set orders found as true if we get into there. I'll get rid of the success thing here. Okay, so I'm going to just write it like this. And we're also going to do the same thing on the short side. Okay, and so again, we don't need to do any of that. Okay, so what we've done is make this a bit neater. What we've done there, now we are setting this, we're returning true if we found in it a valid order, so an open position, a buy or a sell, otherwise returning false. So now we can write it like this. In fact, you don't even need to use that variable. You just write it like if not modify found thing, right? That means if you couldn't find any, then I'm going to do an alert. No open orders present. Okay, let's say warning as well. Warning. No open orders present. Okay, so there we are. That's all we need to do. So basically, this function now returns true if there were some orders. So you say if. Remember, this exclamation mark means it's a logical not true. So if it's not true that this function returned false, i.e. not true, then we ought to do the alert. And that is all you need to do. Okay, so let me compile that. Happy there. let's go and try it out. What is moving in the right direction? So let's try Euro Yen on a 1 minute chart, moving down. Okay, where's our expert advisor? My trading stop EA. Okay, so let's put on a position. Let's check the demo account. Yep. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go short here. No, it's probably a stupid idea. Okay, on a 5-bar trail. Oh, got a nice fill. 5-bar trail. Here we are. Okay, so that should be. That should see its smiley face, and there's the trail. And it may actually stop us out, which will save me having to close it out. Just to see what happens. Okay, let's just save time. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait another 3/4 of a minute before, because this alert will only sound every time the bar's closed. Okay, I'll just show that to you. Because remember, if it's not a new bar, this code here makes sure it never goes there. So only modifying the order and also checking the alert every time the bar closes. Okay, so we've got 25 seconds left. Right, obviously it's a poor position to put a sell order in. I did it just for illustrative purposes rather than actually anything else. It may survive the bounce, but certainly not a trade I would take. Okay, 5 seconds. No. I'm sorry about that. I got so carried away with my commentary that I didn't actually bother closing the position out. So we're going to have to wait another minute now. So we'll see if it's stopped out. But this time I'll actually, there we go, stopped out. Okay, so now we're going to wait until another 40 seconds until this bar closes, and then we should see our alert saying that we have no open positions, and then we can remove the EA. Now you may actually want to keep the EA in there all the time, so any position you add is automatically and so I've got 16 seconds left, or less, 10 seconds. In which case you don't put that alert code in that I had there. Yes, I know some people here are. You should be getting it now. There's our alert. Warning: no orders present. Excellent. Good. All right. So we can remove the EA. So there you go. Just to recap, we now got the modified trailing stop is returning true if it found some orders, and so if there weren't any orders, then we put an alert on there. Okay, if you don't want to have the alert, you just want it to stay there quite happily, then just don't put that extra code in. Right. Okay. So we now have a reasonably well working trailing stop EA. Now there are some technical things which I know Mark Fletcher has covered in some of his posts to do with sometimes you have a conflict if multiple EAs all trying to trade at the same time. You should really have something which makes sure that they only access things one at a time. I will get on to cover that at some point, but it's more complex, and so at present I'm just going to stick with this code. We've got a nice bit of code here now, and we've got a simple type N-bar trailing stop. Now, maybe you'd like to have a different type of trailing stop. Okay, how would we add that to the code? So say, for example, we want to trail on a moving average. Something quite useful that I do from time to time. Have a think, this is your homework, about what you need to do to the code in order to do that. Okay, that's it for this week, or not this week, this lesson. So, as always, if you've got any questions or comments or things you'd like to see me do in the coding, then do let me know. And also let me know if there's any problems with the video quality. Okay, that's it. Bye for now.